Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of my aviation series. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're coming back, thank you so much for coming back. Do not forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post a new video. I love that you guys are still asking me, so that's why I'm here. That's why I'm sitting down right now to answer your question. All the answers that I do give you guys are based on my knowledge and the school that I go to, so keep that in mind. Just a disclaimer, okay? So yeah, if you have any questions for me, please go watch my 2 previous videos, and if I still have not answered all your questions, please just leave them in my comment section. I'll be sure to answer them on my next episode. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's get it. Always excited to answer questions. That is weird, I don't know, I love it. So I have questions here on my notebook, but I'll just put them on the screen that you guys asked me. Okay, I'm gonna do the finance part of the questions now, and then if I have time or the video is not that long, I'm gonna continue to answer the other questions. Some I have on my phone. Okay, so let's talk finances first. Okay, let me put my phone on silent firstly. Let's talk finances. Let's talk PPL, let's talk net rating, let's talk CPL. So I'm just gonna leave the on my second video I did put out the quotation of from my school for your PPL, but I did not put for net rating and for your CPL. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right here is gonna be PPL, in the middle is the net rating, and here is your CPL. In total you are looking, with everything, you are looking at plus minus 500,000. A lot of money, which I understand why I got the other questions that I'm going to be answering. So yeah, that's it. I know, I wish I had, yeah, that's the amount you are looking at if you want to start your training. Why did you do introductory flights in the USA and train in South Africa? Main reason for that is, amongst other reasons, the main reason is that training is cheaper in South Africa at the end of the day. There are other cheaper countries, but the US will charge you almost double. So it is a wise decision to train here. And if ever you want to convert, you could, you know. Which leads to my other questions, which is the different nationalities in aviation schools. Because of that main reason, that aviation in South Africa is cheaper than other countries, most of African countries will come down to South Africa just to get their training done, for that reason. Money. If you can save money by training here, might as well do it, you know. Another question that I did get, are there any aviation bursaries? Yes and no. I say that because to start your training, especially for the PPL, there's not much or many bursaries that I've actually, there's none, because I'm looking for one myself. So if you can plug me, that would be great. Okay, but yeah, there's no PPL bursaries that I'm aware of. I know that there is a CPL one. Once you get your PPL, it's easier for you to get bursaries, if I could put it like that. Because I know Teta has one, and there are quite a few others. Main reason that I did hear of is that before they did offer people bursaries for PPL too, but then most of the time that money would be wasted because people would start their PPL and not finish it, and that obviously is a waste, and it's a lot of money to be wasted. Does that make sense? I hope it does. But which is kind of sad for people like me and you who really love this and would really appreciate the help. But I kind of get it. I get it and I don't get it. Yeah. Second question is, how did you fund your training? So I worked. From the first question that I answered, one might gather that I did my introductory flights in the USA. I was working that side, and while I was working, did my introductory flights, which allows you to see if this is really something that you want to do, because obviously it's really expensive, so you want to be sure before you commit yourself to doing it. So that's when I got a chance to do my introductory flight, and I was like, yeah, it is what I wanted to do. So I saved money, and then here I am studying my PPL. That's how I saved. Do you have to pay once off, or you can do monthly or quarterly payments? So I don't know about other schools. Again, disclaimer, based on my school, you can put in a certain amount of money and then use that, and once that is finished, they will call you and tell you your funds have depleted, please add more funds, and then you add more funds, and then you like get it. I hope so. So it's not like you have to pay a monthly fee. For example, if you put in 50k for, yeah, put in 50k, and then if you go to school, they'll take from that money. If you fly in, they'll take from that money until the money is finished, and then they'll ask you to add more money. Another question is, does your school offer bursaries? No, my school does not offer bursaries, sadly. And again, I need one myself. Another question that I did get is South Africa safe for international students? I would think so. Why would it be different for you? Thing is, okay, also we don't like think the same as people, so I would think it's safe, because I do know of quite a few international students, and they're doing just fine. They have not complained about safety. So I think you are welcome. If you're international, you're very much welcome. And okay, now I'm done with the finance questions. I'm going to be answering, I think, 3 more of like other questions that you did have. Can I get my, someone said, can I get my PPL and my CPL in 2 years? Most definitely. If I feel like most people, I'm still doing my PPL. I'm done with my exams, but I still need to finish my flying for my PPL. And if you have the finances, you could be done with your PPL in 1 year. So most of the reasons why people take longer is finances, and also if you're doing it part-time, then it's gonna take you longer than people who are doing it full-time, obviously. So if you have the finances and you're doing it full-time, most definitely you can finish it in 2 years. Another question that I did get is, are there any certain weight and height requirements? With the height, I would say as long as you can touch the pedals at the bottom, you are fine. Because if you're short, you can use like a cushion to like boost yourself up to be able to see properly, but still you should be able to, you must be able to touch the pedals. And with the weight, as far as I'm concerned, the school would have to provide you with an aircraft that would work for your size. Someone also asked me, how do you prepare for your exams? I feel like I prepare like everyone who prepares for an exam. What's nice about it is that you're not forced to write. There's no given time for you to write. It's all up to you. You have control over when you write your exams. So if I tell myself, okay, this given month I'm studying, then maybe next month I'm writing, then you set the date. Once you feel like you're ready, you set the date, and then you can write. There's no pressure. It's all up to you. But also you don't have to, you should also not slack because you feel like you can write anytime, you know, because there's a certain number of months that you're given to write all your exams. So you also have to be accountable and be on your game about it. That being said, I hope I answered all your questions, and if I didn't, please do leave them in the comment sections, or if you need clarity on something, please do in the comment sections, and I will try to explain further. Right? And I hope the lighting wasn't bad, because I'm using natural lighting and it's katsambile. So yeah, see you on my next episode.